Hi. Hi guys. Niger cuisine. Yesterday was a blast. How you guys doing? I hope you had a good day. All right, let's wait for our people. I hope you guys have had a good day. I hope you're keeping safe. Detola, you're welcome. Yeti Dairy, Nigeria cuisine. Fantastic. Charlie, I see you. Mushokbe. Trust you guys have had a good day so far. Just a bit of music while we wait for our people. I'm trying to test out my radio DJ destiny if all of this don't work out. So it's part of the hustle, guys. Hi, Sandra. Thanks for earlier. Balo. Joy Epeter. All the super working mom people are PB. I sight you. Charlie, plan B for you. I don't know about that. Yeah. You never know. The hustle is real. Wow. Normally we wait for a number 20 viewer. So we're at number 16 now. I'm so blessed to have you guys come through this evening. Can anyone guess the title of the song playing? If you can guess the title of the song and who sang it. Mr. ID, I see you. IBK, you're welcome. Tammy, you're welcome. Ife, you're welcome. Ife Maji, you're welcome. Skontolo. All right, let's enjoy for the next 2 minutes and then we'll crack on. Yes, I know we're 22 now. Glad to be here again. All right, guys. If you've been attending, please type your feedback in the comments box. Let's know what you think so far. Today is day 8. All right. Shake your body just a bit. Let's lose it out. We've got 1 more minute to go. All right, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. All right, people. Come away, come away. All right, people. Thank you one more time for always showing up. Guess what? It's day 8. And to bring us in, a beautiful soul put this together for us today. I'll just play the soundtrack and then we'll go on. If you can hear. All right, so today's the level up. Today is day 8. Very many thanks for taking time out to join us every single day. It's been a blast. The feedback has been amazing. Yesterday was off the shizzle, guys. If you didn't come in through yesterday, let me tell you where to go. We have a page now on Instagram called The Hustle Republic. D is letter D, Hustle Republic. If you go on there, you get the videos for yesterday, and I'm going to be uploading all the videos for all the other days, all the sessions, so you can watch it at any time you want. Ladies and gentlemen, it's another day where we're bringing in another sizzling guest. This person is quite known to a lot of people on the wall. I can see you all the way, all the hashtags. I'm seeing that. But for me, I've known her for quite a while, and she exudes everything about the hustle, everything about passion, everything about professionalism. And you might not have heard her name, or you might have. If you haven't, trust me, when this lovely guest is done today, you will know her name. So, with no much further ado, join me in welcoming the guest for today. So let me try to bring her in at this time. I hope my IT... Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll as we bring in the guest. Day 8 for today.
I'm here.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Fantastic. Can you switch your camera? Just
okay.
to
Is that what I
face
need to
you?
do?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's facing back now. That's why we have
It's showing a round button or something.
Sorry?
It's showing like a round button saying it's loading.
Okay. So I'm guessing the video will come through in a minute.
Okay.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you can hear the voice already, but I'm going to give you the grace to see the face. So if you just give us 1 minute, we don't have a big studio yet, so this technical faults or technical things happen. In normal instances, we'll go for a commercial break, but there's no commercial break here. So can you hear me? All right. I think she has gone off now, so I'm just going to bring her in one more time. Okay. Thank God for technology. Are you guys excited, guys? Please let me know in your comment section. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. You are not only working hard, you're slaying hard. Ladies
I think frozen though.
No, we can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay, but can you see me?
Yes, we can see you. Absolutely. Okay. Fantastic. Oh, somebody's praying over the network already. All the prayer warriors are showing up. Nothing is going to stop them from listening to you today. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Detola Amure. Detola is a productivity and transformation coach, a very certified grief recovery specialist, She's worked her way through management consulting. She's been a business analyst, analyzing processes and systems for big companies, ladies and gentlemen. She's done the big three in consulting. She's done Sky. She's done Ford, just to mention a few. And guess what? She up and left one day and decided not to do 9 to 5 anymore. And today she's an entrepreneur. She's an inspirational speaker. She's an author of 3 books, sizzling books on Amazon right now. I'll be shouting that out before we close. And as an ethos, she believes women should not lose their identity after giving birth. She is a force to reckon with for those who know. And if you don't know, like I said, by the time we're done today, you will know Detola Amure. So ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming this wonderful, amazing Amazon to our sit today. Even if it's not a sit, it's your sit, Bob. So do you want to say anything to everyone? And then we'll crack on.
Hi, everyone. I can't see myself. It's showing me that I'm frozen, but it's fine. As long as
we can see you absolutely loud and clear.
Okay. I just want to give a shout out to all my women who are here, the super working moms. I see you all. And thank you for coming to support me today. Yeah.
Wow. You know what? Before you came up, I started seeing hashtag SWM, hashtag what's going on here. And for me, that's a testament to the impact you're having in the lives of these women. And I have always been inspired with your work, even though I'm not a woman, but inspiration is not gender specific. And being the best version of yourself is also not gender specific, but for the concentration or your niche, yeah, you're doing an amazing job. And I can say we're so privileged to have you on this sit today to take us through your story. So
thank you very much.
After introducing you and putting that aside, my question normally, because I know we spoke before this, is always this: what exactly is your hustle or passion or calling, or what's your story? Take us through it and then we'll go from there, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Before I share my story, can I say something though?
Absolutely. Sorry, just before you say something, please, guys, can you let me know in the comment section if you can hear my guests? Let me know, just thumbs up, just so we're not speaking to ourselves.
I know, right?
Yeah. So let me know.
No, in network. Okay.
All right. No. Okay, somebody said, okay, cool. So yeah, you can.
Okay, great. Okay. So before I share my story, I need to, and we talked about this, but I have to put it out in the open.
Yeah.
So hustle is not a word that I use, and I don't have anything against anyone who uses that word. It's just that I've come to an awareness and a consciousness of the type of words I use.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at the dictionary meaning of hustle,
yeah,
I mean, the first one says, and I'm just going to read, so I'm not, it says a state of great activity.
Yeah.
And then it goes on to say a fraud or swindle.
Mm-hmm.
When you force someone to do something hurriedly, when you push, your way, or you're aggressive about something, or when you try to get something forcefully. Yeah. So just because of those definitions, and again, I know that's not what this is about, because I've listened to a number of the guest speakers and they've been fantastic. But, in my personal, I don't use that word.
Okay.
So I rather say things like, my calling or my assignment. Fantastic. So if you don't mind, that's what I'll go on with.
That's absolutely beautiful. So I will rephrase my question for the sake. So what is your calling and passion story? Just what's your story really? Because I think that in your story will show all the things you do. So yeah, sure. Let's go. We can wait.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure. So where do I start from? I guess I have to go back in time.
Yes.
I studied computer science in uni, and that has, growing up, that's what I always wanted to do. So I wasn't one of those children who was forced down a particular path. I chose what I wanted to do, and I went on to do it. I studied in the University of Botswana. And then, because actually I was in Lautech, and I think you went to Lautech, right?
I went to Harvard. Harvard.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to put you on blast. So, but at that point, I think for those who are Nigerians, right, there was an ASU strike or something, I can't remember. So somehow I landed in Botswana. That's a whole different story. I studied computer science, and I was the best student in my class. Came back to Nigeria, did my NYSC, and coming from the family that I come from, my parents are very career oriented. So the path was, go to uni, do your NYSC, do your masters, get a good job, and rise in the ranks, right, and get promoted, and so that was the path I was on, and it was fine. So I already had that laid out for me. I did my masters, came to the UK to do my masters. Before then, I was working with Accenture. In fact, straight from NYC, started working with Accenture, came to do my master's, and then got married. And I guess the calling thing for me started when I was pregnant with my daughter. So all this while, I was already working with BSkyB at the time, doing well, doing fantastically well. But for some reason, once I became pregnant, it was as if an alarm went off in my head that there was something else I was meant to be doing. And I couldn't understand it. I couldn't even explain it. I couldn't even explain to my husband because he was like, what are you talking about? This is your path, So here am I struggling with all these feelings about there's something more. But I kind of like shove it aside, had my baby, went on maternity leave. But at this point, I kind of lost my confidence because I was home for a year just taking care of the baby. And when I went back to work, I just wasn't myself. I wasn't the, sharp girl at work. And even my boss noticed. And so later, I actually wrote a book. That was what my first book was about, boosting your confidence in the workplace. So later on, at this point, I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was like, you love writing, you love researching. Why not start a blog for moms? And before this, I'd already started blogging when I was in my master's, just random things, or living the life of purpose. That was my blog. So at this point, she's like, why not start a blog for moms, for working moms? You're a working mom now. You love to research, use your research skills. So I started my blog called Super Working Mom, right? That's what I called it. But then I was still doing my 9-to-5 job. All of that was fine. And then I got pregnant with my son three years later. And then the alarm came back again. I'm like, what's going on? So at this point, I thought, okay, well, maybe, I was thinking, what am I going to do with this blog? At that time, because I started blogging in 2006, not a lot of people were monetizing their blogs at that point, and I didn't really know what to do. I was like, so if I leave my job, what am I going to do with this blog? It's not making me money or anything.
Yeah. But
somehow, I had this plan that, okay, maybe I should go for coaching or get a mentor. So I had my plan that when it was, when I was 6 months pregnant, no, when I was close to going on maternity leave, I was working with Ford at the time. I'll leave my contracting role and maybe use my maternity leave to kind of nail this thing down. But guess what? I was 3 months pregnant and then I got laid off work.
Wow.
I was like, what? And now again, everyone who knows me knows that my work ethics is quite strong. And like, I'm not the person who gets laid off.
Yeah.
That was me. So first of all, that was like, like a bombshell for me. Like, what? How can you let me off? And that was when my journey started. And so I got laid off work and I started, doing a lot of research, going for a lot of webinars, just looking for information. And then by the time my son was born, I joined like a mentoring program that I found online, and things picked up from there. By September 2013, I'd already started like the business aspect of Super Working Mom. And I had clients who wanted me to coach them. And now here we are. I can go on and on, but yeah, that was where it all started from.
All right. That's a fantastic. Obviously, you do this quite often, so you summarize so beautifully and so well. All right, so just allow me to go back a bit in your story, and then we'll go from there and pick bits and pieces. So, leaving Nigeria for Botswana. Now,
Yeah.
as a young lady, what age were you at that time?
I was 17.
At 17.
Yeah.
How did you manage that? Because like I said, this video will obviously be seen by all age and groups. So just so we take it from the beginning and then we'll go
Sure.
through. So how did you manage that whole change of leaving family and everything to go school in a place like Botswana?
Well, the good thing is my uncle is a lecturer in the University of Botswana.
Okay. Okay.
So my dad wouldn't let any of us go anywhere where there's no family.
Okay.
Wherever we're going to go. So I think that was a selling point
Okay.
in the sense that my uncle was there. So I stayed with my uncle and aunt for my first 3 years of uni. And then by my fourth year, I was like, I need my space, So yeah, that's a whole different story. So I got accommodation on campus. And in fact, that was my best year. Because all this while, as a teenager, I was like under my uncle and aunt. I couldn't do much. But then my final year, I was like, yeah, I was living the life. So
you were
I had
like
yeah, I had eyes on me, so I didn't go wrong. Yeah.
I know. Fantastic. So this journey then takes you from Botswana to Heathrow and down the line. How was it for you settling in London in your very early days? How did that play out?
I think because so if we go back again,
Yeah.
I did senior secondary school in Niger State.
Okay.
So yeah, so right from when I was, how old was I? 13, 14. I was already, leaving home, coming back, leaving home, coming back. So I was kind of used to living and,
Okay.
going somewhere different. So it wasn't new to me. I mean, obviously the first few days would be a bit weird, but quickly I was able to adapt. So I've been used to moving from country to town so that wasn't an issue.
If I hear your story, it almost seems like, you went from Laute, whatever school that is, I don't know. But you landed in Botswana and then suddenly you're in London and day 2 you were in Accenture and you were living the life.
No. I went back to Nigeria.
Okay.
So Accenture was in Nigeria, NYC was in Lagos.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So a lot of the stories we hear, is, when people are coming into the country for the first time, survival is key, getting that. Did this passion, hustle, or this journey, did it take you into you doing jobs to survive or to keep money in your pocket? If you're okay to share around, just so that you never know, someone might just be landing in the next couple of days. Yeah.
So again, because of the type of family I come from, we plan ahead. So when I was coming, I'd already saved up. I mean, I was a young girl working in Accenture. I had loads of money. In fact, now looking back, I was like, I should have bought land. Well, I took all my money and then brought it to school. So my dad kind of helped out with my school fees. Mm-hmm. But my day-to-day living, I'd saved up. So I saved up for everything. Because again, anyone that knows me knows I don't like stress. So I wasn't thinking of coming to be hustling, get a job and go to school at the same time. I'm not that type of person. So I saved up for accommodation and for my living expenses. Okay. But after a while, there was a couple who needed help with their baby. And they actually approached me like, oh, can you help us with our baby when we go to work? And they were paying me really little, but I didn't mind because I was like, okay, I'm here. Yeah. So that was the only job I did that. And then I did one typing. I think I did like a typing job thing in school, but nothing like going to wash toilets. I mean, nothing wrong in that.
Absolutely.
But I'm like, I don't like stress. My husband always say, she doesn't like stress, but just leave her, So I planned it from day one that I was just coming to do my master's, and all of that. So yeah, that was my story.
So when you were leaving Nigeria, it was a final bye-bye that, I'm only going to come back for visiting and stuff. Was that it?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, and well, I was dating someone in Nigeria at the time, the person I married, my husband. Okay. So yeah, I knew I was going to have to come back.
Oh, so there were teary eyes when you were leaving, like, yo. I don't want to get in trouble on that. So, talk us through how you worked your way into, management consulting and all of that bit. And to bring that question to a 360, how you survived, in there, first of all, as a woman, and first of all, coming from, Botswana, and you knew in London and all of that. How did that play out for you?
So, Accenture was tough. They are quite, like really tough. It was a tough company to work for. However, again, because of the work ethics that I have, I was able to survive in that environment. And it's also possible that because I was still young and not married at the time, I was able to cope better when I was in Accenture, because there was lots of traveling, lots of late nights. But I made sure I always did my job. And I remember working once for one of my managers. Everyone feared working for him. And I remember when I got on a project with him, everyone was like, "Oh my God, you're working with," I don't want to mention his name.
Yeah.
Who knows where, But one thing I told myself was, and I don't even know where I got this idea from, that I was going to make his life easy. And that way I'll get on his good side. And that was all I did. I always made sure, because he would stay late at work. I would stay late at work with him. There wasn't anywhere I was going to anyway. So I'll stay late at work. Ask him, "Do you need anything?" And it's funny, till today, on my birthday, he will send me a birthday message. And on his birthday, I'll send him. So I left, I was probably one of the few people who was on his good side throughout the time I worked with him. Because I just thought, if I make this guy's life easy, my life will be easy.
Absolutely.
So that was what helped me, survive that culture.
Okay, and of course, as a woman, working in that industry and all of that, what was your experience like? And because again, you don't know who's going to go that route. So, what was the experience like? One, and for the things you experienced, how did you manage them? How did you,
So, again, one of the key things that guided me was attitude. Attitude and having a good mentor. I had a very good mentor at work, and she used to teach me even things that I didn't know, things like owning your project, being responsible. She kind of guided me, so that helped. So I think having good mentors that you can look up to, who would also guide you, because I was really young, when I joined that section. So that would guide you, that really helped. And attitude, having a great attitude also helps me as well. So, and then I'm a very friendly person. I laugh a lot. I smile a lot. And I think that helps. So even when there's tension at work and you smile and you're happy, that kind of gets that way. When you have a very good attitude, you're not rubbing off on people's bad sides. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes.
So that really helps me. And I'm quite petite as well and look really innocent. So everyone's always trying to protect me. Oh, the little petite girl, not knowing that this one, she's using it for, to bubble everybody.
You've got to survive one way or the other.
Exactly. You have to use whatever assets you have to survive.
Interesting. So it seems to me that, you were in that circles and you were doing quite well. Of course, through the big companies and all of that you worked for. Again, just still hanging on professional. Would you say you had any low points professionally within that space? And how did you get over that? If you're happy to share, that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I think my low point was when I was pregnant, because that just hit me. That was different. So obviously hormones and morning sickness. So that was really tough. And at that point, I couldn't even be bothered, because usually I'm like sharp at work and, doing all my work. But when I was pregnant, I was like, I can't come and die, I remember once, it's so funny because my boss then in Sky, called me into a meeting and it's like, "Oh, I'm always calling up. Because I used to fall ill a lot. That was calling in sick and da 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 da." And so that's when I had to go check what my rights were as a pregnant woman, because he was trying to bully me at that point. And, I checked my rights, and thankfully my manager then, so I had to manage him and another lady. She
Okay.
she also guided me and said, go check your rights, do. So I called him into a meeting, told him what my rights were. Sometimes I can be crazy, told him what my rights was, and you could see him backing off like, okay. So I think